each other through this ever-changing weather. Explore every bend of the road together. An open heart when your world is a mess. That's the only kind of love, the only kind of love. No need for presents or a fancy dress. That's the only kind of love, the only kind of love I need. Your troubles behind you. Oh, let me carry them until we know what to do. We can talk for hours, take a shower, then watch TV. Move to the west or spend the rest of our lives on the sea. An open heart when your world is a mess. That's the only kind of love, the only kind of love. No need for presents or a fancy dress. That's the only kind of love I need. Shown me so much already, the signs on many roads. May I give you my love now? An open heart when your world is a mess. That's the only kind of love, the only kind of love. No need for presents or a fancy dress. That's the only kind of love I need. Yeah. Ooh. Walk with me, lead the way, I won't fall.
Sometimes when you fart real good and you like want it.
Hi guys, I have been making this place my home for the last couple days and it's so needed. I feel so much better, I feel recharged. I love this bed, it's so comfortable. Also, look at the view. I think that's one of my favorite part. Just because I'm a light person, you know, when I get a lot of light, like summer and stuff, it makes me feel better. It does make me a little upset now that like everything gets dark so fast. But yeah, I mean, the view is gorgeous. That's the view of Manhattan. I've been enjoying it for the last couple days. I want to show you guys how beautiful the sunset is. Good morning everyone. A couple days ago I posted saying that I haven't done a Q&A in a while, and I know that like our chosen family have gained a lot more members since then, so I figure I'm gonna do a little bit of a Q&A, and I asked you guys what questions you guys have for me so I can go through every single thing. I'm gonna really try my best to get to every single one of them, but those who I'm not able to answer in this video is gonna be included in the next one that I'm gonna do. Let's get into it. The first question is from Marian Souden. She said, "Hello, I'm from the Philippines. I always watch your videos. My question is, what is your nationality?" My mom is Vietnamese, my dad is Chinese, but I haven't done one of those like 23andMe heritage tests. I probably have more in me than just Vietnamese and Chinese, but I get mistaken sometimes for Filipino and also sometimes Spanish. Once or twice I think I got asked if I was Spanish before, but then my accent, people do ask me if I'm like from London or something, so who knows. Kim Anes asked, hi from Colorado, what age did you realize your body didn't align with your identity? Thanks for being so open and honest. I admire you so much for living by your own terms. God bless. This is a question that I get quite often. I think that in a way, I've always known that I was different. I just didn't have the resources and the language to express who I was. For a long time, I thought that I was gay, but even then, I'm not really 100% happy. I think I've always was searching for more. I find that all of my gay relationship have failed miserably, probably because I was looking to be treated like a cis woman in a gay relationship. I think when I went to Thailand and I saw how all the performers living their life, it's kind of connected there too, so. Sienna asks, hi Vikki, what is the career that you are currently in? Also, do you have any tips for someone moving into a brand new city? Right now, I'm still recovering from my SRS and I'm doing YouTube full-time. Tips that I have for people moving into a brand new city. I remember I moved to New York by myself when I was really, really young, and I got a one-way ticket. I was determined to make it. I was like, I'm not going back. Because for me, the bigger fear is not being on the street or having scary things happen to me. Because I was young, I was like, I knew I could handle it. My biggest fear was to fail myself and disappoint myself. So I was very, very determined. I was like, I'm gonna make it. I don't need anybody financial support. I will make it happen. Very stubborn. I think looking back, a lot of people could see that as brave, and the other half probably think it was foolish of me to do that. I wouldn't do it now, I think. I think when I was younger, I didn't know much, so I just kind of dive straight into it. But I've always been that kind of person. When I set my mind on something, I just go ahead and do it, and I don't think twice. You have to give yourself time too, because it's not easy, especially being in a new city, no friends, no place that you're familiar with, no money. Nothing happens overnight, so do give yourself time, be patient with yourself. I think everybody should try it once, just because you're young, you only live once, you might as well. I've always say that it's better to try and fail rather than not try at all, because I don't want to live my life always wondering what could have been. Carmen Santana asks, hello from Florida, how are you feeling? Has everything healed and are you okay? You are very brave and be so public about such personal decision. Welcome to sisterhood. Thank you, Carmen. I'm feeling better. I mean, I'm not 100% healed yet, and it took me so long to be patient with myself to kind of acknowledge that my journey, my SRS journey is different. I had very high expectation for myself that I would be a lot further along in my recovery than what it is now. I'll take it one day at a time. I'm doing everything that they told me to do. I know it's discouraging for a lot of people when they hear that I'm 13 months into my recovery and I'm still not 100%, but everybody's body is different. I had a friend who had the same surgery, the same hospital, the same surgeon as me, and we kind of had it at the same time, and she's out there doing backflip and stuff, and I'm just not, and that's okay too, I'm more petite, so I think my body takes it differently. Ken asks, I have a statement, not a question. I think you are great. You are an inspiration for others, and you are doing good, probably far beyond what you think. All the best to you in your future, and walk your own path with pride. Thank you, Ken. Aileen Ho, I hope I said that right. They ask, how do you maintain your relationship with your parents, and what is your current relationship is like now? I'm asking as a fellow Viet woman now entering my 20s, trying to heal and work on my relationship with my parents after I had some conflicts with them. Thanks and so much love, G. My relationship with my parents, I think, always been great. It's not perfect, and I don't think any relationship is perfect. Recently, when I went to California for my recovery, that's when I kind of accepted what my relationship is. I think for the longest time, I was in denial and thinking that like I had the most perfect relationship. And don't get me wrong, I have very, very loving and supportive parents, but are they always gonna get it right? No. I think that as people, whether if you transition from one gender to the other, or if you transition in life from one chapter to the next, you kind of have to be patient with the people in your life also, because you're not the only one that doing that transition. And for so long, I've always thought about my transition. I never thought about theirs. So after, having some time apart and really think about it, now we're rekindling our relationship. I think it's stronger and better than what it was. And just sometimes you have to be honest, and not put so much expectation on one person and like expect them to be perfect all the times. The language always never gonna be right. My mom is trying really hard. Also, it's my dad. They doing a lot better with using the pronouns and everything. I had this like revelation recently too, that I thought that no matter how much I've changed from the outside and what chapter I am in right now in my life, I will in a way always be my mama's boy. And I'm okay with that. I know a lot of people gonna have like different opinions about it, but I'm always my mother's child, and one of the best time that I had with her was when I was her little boy, and I don't mind it at all if she ever called me that, because I know where her intention is from and when her heart is from, and I'm comfortable with that. So yeah, I hope that helps. Vietnamese parents, very, very traditional. They have different ideas, I think every parents for the most part always want the best for their child. So, just be kind, not just to yourself but to your parents too. They love you, and give them time. Weber Gamer asks, I was wondering how long did it take for you to get good at makeup? I think makeup and the beauty industry always revolving and always changing, and it just what you think is pretty 6 months ago might not be pretty now. And I think that sometimes I do my makeup really well when I'm in a rush, but then sometimes when I have like 2-3 hours to sit there and paint my face, and then I end up hating it. I think it all depends on how people see it, what lights you're in. Also really, really helps. A lot of time that I'm editing my video and I'm just thinking like, gosh, my makeup is horrible. So I would say just, do some practice, have some practice. If you have time to sit at home and paint your face until you are happy with it, and then go from there. But yeah, I mean, it took me a couple years until I was like 100%, not 100%, but like it took me a pretty long time, probably 2 to 3 years until I was like content with my makeup and how I feel on the outside. Cos Anime asks, hi, what's your next big goal now that you finished your transition? I think this is one of the biggest misconceptions that people have about trans people and trans journey. My transition is not finished, as many might think. I think I finished one chapter, and my book is still, there's so many chapters ahead. My next big goal is to grow this chosen family community that we have for one another here on YouTube. I think I want to reach as many people as possible, whether it is queer or straight or allies or whatever. I just want this chosen family to grow, because if you have joined my live chat, it's a very, very positive place. People are very supportive of one another and very kind to one another. And I would want to expand it. So many people who follow me who happen to join the live chat said that like it's one of the best places that they look forward to be in, and just kind of like, it's uplifting. So I like to hear that. Like, I'm very, very proud of the community that we have built together. Rin asks, hi Vikki, I am your fellow trans sister and you inspire me so much. Could you please share or give advice to trans dating, please? So far, I only met guys who wants me discreetly. It's a bit hurtful to think about that. When I was single, I think I set the standard for myself. I'm a very proud trans woman. I don't ever want to be with someone who's not proud of the fact that I'm trans or proud of me. And I remember I used to have a tagline on my dating profile. It said cocktails before cocktails. It's just because I know the difference between privacy and secrecy. I appreciate people want to be private because, you know, even in my own life that I share so much, certain things that I'm not comfortable with sharing because I want to keep that for myself. But to keep me as a secret, like, I'm not comfortable with that, and I would never be with someone who do that. I think it's a lonely journey, you know, dating as a trans person, but once you kind of set the standard for yourself, it might take a little bit, but the people that you meet after that will be more qualified to date you and deserving of you. My advice is to always know your worth and not settling for less as a trans person. DeAndre Lorenz asks, Vikki, can you please give us tips and suggestions to use around negative and judgmental people? You handle it so gracefully, and I know it's nice and easy. I know life is too short and precious to try to live our lives the way others want us to live our lives. People are entitled to the belief system, but sometimes they come down hard on people for no apparent reason. Thanks. You have to recognize their words and your reality. Whatever they're saying is different than how you live your life. Like, people come down hard on me on my channel. They always, every day I get comment, people trying to invalidate my womanhood. But that's okay because I am very confident in myself. I did not transition yesterday. I lived my life as a woman for 6-7 years now. And my reality is people out there that I see every single day don't treat me like that. People who talk badly and negatively about me are people that I don't know and probably never will even meet. I think that you just have to let people be. People always gonna hate. If you're not trans, they could hate you for being black, they could hate you for being Asian, they could hate you for being fat, they could hate you for being skinny. People are always gonna hate. That's the nature of it. And you just cannot let whatever their words is weigh down on your life and how you live your life. So just keep moving forward. I think the best thing that you can do to counterattack what they're giving you is to be happy. Like, the best thing about being trans is like every day that you're living happy is like the protest towards the gender binary. Also, sometimes you just know when it's time. If people around you are too negative on you and always put you down, walk away from it. I think one of the biggest signs of growth is to know when something is no longer working out for you or someone. You cannot take what someone said so seriously when you know that their life is miserable. Air Cool Girl 2006 asks, what video games do you play other than Pokemon? I pretty much only play Pokemon, and I play every single Pokemon game there is. Now I'm on Nintendo Switch and I'm so excited for the new games that are coming out. Yeah, but that's pretty much what I play. When I'm in California, I play Mario's. Karen asks, do you have a problems with purple shampoo or conditioner? I've tried numerous brands including the salon one, but they all strip down the oil from my hair completely. I have to use a leave-in oil after just to brush through my hair. I really appreciate these kind of questions because it shows that, like, I am more than just my trans related topics. I love that you guys can come to me asking for fashion and beauty advice. My hair has been processed and double processed for so many times for the last 6 months, so it's not in its best state. But what I can tell you that works for me is Pureology purple shampoo and conditioner. My hair feels like silk after the conditioner and it doesn't dry out your hair completely. What you can do, I like to cocktail and mix my products. So I use the shampoo and then the conditioner, the purple conditioner. I would mix it in with the Olaplex number 3 and kind of mix it in and leave it on for like 30 minutes and then rinse my hair out. Sometimes I leave it on for like an hour. Also, when I blow dry my hair, I would put a little bit of the Olaplex number 3 as like a leave-in conditioner at the ends of my hair, and it really helped. One thing that I found recently that is a game changer for me is the Dyson hair dryer. I know it's expensive, but it's an investment. It's so good. It makes your hair dry so much faster. Usually my hair would take like an hour and a half to dry out completely. And with the Dyson hair dryer, it dries within like 30 to 40 minutes max. Oil, I mean, I've tried so many. I use the Sicily one. Sometimes I feel like it works, but I think it works better when your hair is healthier. I'm using bread right now from Sephora, which I love, but you have to use a lot of it, and I put it on before I blow dry my hair too. Olaplex hair oil is okay. I hope that helps, Karen. Marcus said, if I ever had a daughter, can I name her Vikki after a strong woman I've ever met? Of course, you can name your daughter anything you want, but Vikki is a pretty name, I think. Maya asks, how is your recovery going so far? Thank you, Maya, for asking this. My recovery, I would say 80%. I'm not 100% there yet, but it takes time, so it's okay. Melvin asks, just curious, do you have to worry about UTI even after surgery? I'm always worried about some sort of like, you know, infection and stuff that could happen. I'm trying to take care of it really well. I douche quite often. I change penny liners pretty often. Just clean it 2-3 times a day helps. So I think trans or cis, you just have to always take care of your parts down there. Google user asks, how do you get rid of your body and facial hair? How do you remove your hair inside your nose? I just had hair laser removal like everybody else. I think it took 2 years for my facial hair removal just because this area is very stubborn. I do go back like once a year just to touch up. Remove the nose hair, I don't think anybody should, especially right now with like COVID and stuff. The nose hairs are there to like protect you. Rena asks, okay, how about some makeup tips or hacks? You can watch my videos, anything that said Kiki with Vikki. Those are live sessions that I do full on makeup, so check those out. I think that would help. Keanu Jefferson asks, hi, my name is Keanu, and I just want to tell you how beautiful you are, and I'm one of your biggest fans, and would love to hear what do you call your fans. I wouldn't call people who follow me my fans. I always call them my followers, my supporters, my subscribers, but we have chosen the name Chosen Family to call ourselves, and we are very supportive of one another. I'm so proud of the Chosen Family that I have built together with all of you, like new subscriber and old subscriber. It took a year, but we're here, and yeah, I'm really proud of all of us. KP said, do you believe in God? Yes. Nice pics of you, Vikki. The question I might have to ask your boyfriend. The first time that he kissed you, could he tell if there was a difference between kissing a trans woman and a cis woman? I was curious if there was a difference or if lips really have gender. Boyfriend? Yeah. The first time that you kissed me, did you know that there was a difference between kissing a trans woman and a cis woman?
Not at all.
Okay, well, they asked if there was a difference or if lips really have gender.
I don't believe lips have gender, no.
And then a sub question from me. Am I a good kisser?
You are, yes. That's why I always come back for more.
There you go. You heard it from the sources. But yes, that is it for those questions. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you, my subscribers, old and new. Thank you, my Chosen Family, for always tuning in every week and watching this video. I hope you really enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.